to be holy, to be unusual, to love as God loves, and that is without condition. The Lord said to Moses, "Speak to the whole Israelite community and tell them, 'Be holy, for I, the Lord your God, am holy.'" Be holy, unusual, love as I love. We might ask, is this even possible for you and for me, fallen and weak as we are? There's that wonderful story of an exchange between a reporter and a little nun in the streets of Calcutta. This little nun was cleaning a maggot-infested wound of a man on the street. And this reporter, totally dumbfounded, said out loud, "I wouldn't do what you do for $1 million. Mother Teresa, with a smile, immediately replied, "Neither would I." Living Christianity, holiness, loving as Christ loves, is not natural. Let me repeat that. Christian love is not natural. Christian love, the Christian life, it's of a different realm, the realm of heaven. It's not natural to live and love as Christ did and the saints have, but rather it's supernatural. To be holy, to act as God would act, to not return insult to the ones who insult us, to be generous even to the undeserving, to go the extra mile, to even love and pray for our enemies. I might ask again, is this even possible? Well, for man, impossible. Goes against every fiber of our being. But with God, all things become possible. Even living a supernatural life. Or we could just say, living Christianity, which is not natural, but supernatural. And we have the saints who prove with God that indeed it is possible and the most joy-filled life here on earth. And I wonder, do you have a favorite saint? A Christian hero that you go to again and again for prayer, for inspiration, encouragement, learning, a role model for how to live and love as Christ lived and loved? As I mentioned, the great season of Lent begins in just a few days this Wednesday. What if each of us would pick a saint to guide us, to be our companion through this Lent? For me personally, it is Mother Teresa of Calcutta. To have her accompany me and lead me this Lent. But every saint was committed to the Christian life, the supernatural life of living prayer, fasting, and generous almsgiving. It's not that we need to do copy and paste to just become an exact mirror of a particular saint, but that indeed we strive to live the Christian life according to the Christian values, rather than according to the measures of the world. Because to pray, to fast, to give alms generously without condition, it's not natural. It's not of the world. Because the world measures things by what they are worth. What can I get? What's in it for me? Christianity has an entirely different calculus, sort of measuring rod. Rather than looking to self and saying, what can I get? It's to say, how can I give myself away? Not what's in it for me, but what's in it for God, for my neighbor, and even for those I disagree with, even those who are undeserving, even my enemy. What's in it for them? As Mother Teresa said, let us do something beautiful for God. She also said, never waste a chance to become more like Jesus. Well, as a church, this is our intentional season, this wonderful opportunity of grace to become more like Jesus, to live according to his calculus, the calculus of heaven, to live a life more rooted intentionally in prayer, in fasting, and above all, giving ourselves away as Christ and the saints gave themselves away.